Hello everyone, Tiger here, and you're joining me on the EVE Online test server once again to have a quick look at a new feature that is coming out relatively soon. I don't know when exactly, but that is the ghost fitting window, which is a new feature that allows you to preview any ship fit that you might want to try out and see what the effects will be when you are, out in space and stuff like that. So let's just get into this real quick. To enable the ghost fitting window, you have to be, right now I'm on a test server, and this will probably be the same in when it goes live on Tranquility as well. You can go to the general settings and you can go to the experimental features down here and tick the try the new fitting window check mark. And then you can find it by going into the menu up here into the Neocom and clicking on the fitting beta. This is a completely different window from the normal fitting window. So let's have a quick look at it and run over all the features. So what you can see here is that it looks a lot like the original, but with some added functionality added in. For example, we have, right now I'm flying the Thorax, right? So this is a Galante ship. You can see that it's like a ghost image of the ship, which means that in this state I can fit anything I want to this ship, whether I have the skills for it or not, and I can preview all the effects that the weapons and the defensive modules will have on the right hand side right here. So let's get started with some guns on this ship, so we can actually see this happen in real time. Let's find some. The Thorax is a medium hybrid turret ship. So let's find some medium hybrid turrets. Some 200mm railguns sound pretty good to me. So let's just drag those on here. And up here you can immediately see one of the changes, which is that the modules now have a yellow outline, which means that they're in the testing mode. Or like in the preview mode, if you will. And we can change that from preview to inactive or overheated. Sorry, red is overheated and yellow is active or in testing. And if we click again, then the module goes offline and it doesn't count towards any of the statistics. So let's just put it online as a regular gun. And for now, you see in the offensive tab, this is what shows you all the DPS and the damage that you can potentially do. This says 0 still, because we don't have any ammo in it. So let's find an ammo for the railguns. Just throw in some antimatter here. And there we go. Now we have a nice number of DPS that the ship will be doing with the current fit. 139 DPS, and if we hover over it, we get a nice tooltip that gives some more detail. So in raw DPS it does 139 in damage per second, but that doesn't include the reload time. So if we include reload time over a longer period of time, between, if you fire the gun for like a minute or so and you run out of ammo, if you include the reload time, then it does a little bit less and it displays that number as well. What it says here, well, this is supposed to be the alpha strike, which means that this is the amount of damage that you do in one shot with all of your guns, mostly the first shot. It doesn't have a description yet, so I'm not entirely sure what to make of it, and I'm not really a PvP or fitting expert, so not much I can tell you about that. So let's fit some defensive stuff right now. It has 5 low slots, so that means that this is a armor ship. Let's find some armor modules. Where are those things? Modules. Hull and armor. And we'll throw some armor hardeners on here, I think. We have the lowest in explosive, so let's put explosive hardeners on here for just trying stuff out. one explosive, one... what else? Thermal? Why not? And maybe some weapon upgrades as well. Turrets and base. Is it what I found it? Yes. Ballistic control systems. This doesn't do anything to the DPS though. What does this do? Oh, there's a rate of fire. Well, that should be influencing the guns, shouldn't it? Oh, that's a missile bonus. Huh, never mind. We don't need missile bonuses on a gunship, right? And it'll probably be the gyro stabilizers. No, not that either. Okay. Magnetic field stabilizers then. There we go. Now you can see the offense jump to 162. If we put it online and offline, you can see the difference happening in real time. So let's just keep that on there, throw another one in there. And in the middle we can do some other random stuff, which really won't be of much importance in this window, but still. We can put a... where is it? Electronic warfare, webifiers. Put a webifier on there. And of course a warp disruptor. Alright. Put some rigs in there as well, while we're at it. Armor rigs or hybrid weapon rigs. Why the fuck not? I'll just throw some random things in here. Whatever you do, don't copy this loadout because it's really not good. It's just a demonstration for you guys to demonstrate the new window. Okay, so we have kind of a sort of ish fit right now. We're still missing some drones. Let me throw in some drones while we're at it. Medium scout drones. I'll throw in the hammerheads. 5 hammerheads. Alright, so now we have a decent-ish fit, and you can see that if we were to fit this really in a live ship, in a real ship, we'd be running out of power grid really soon, and we'd be running out of calibration, because these rigs aren't meant to work together apparently. So that's already some useful info that you can tell by just trying things out, you know? And we can see the DPS, and we can see the capacitor and how quickly it will deplete. We can see our defensive stats with the modules turned on. We can see them with modules turned off. And it's in general just a really useful tool, because before this was a thing, there were like third-party applications like the e-fitting tool and PIFA, or whatever you wanna, however you pronounce that, to try ship fittings out of game, because all the ships and all the items in the game have these statistics and numbers that are requestable through the API, right? So people made these out-of-game programs so that you can basically test ship fittings out of the game and then import them or copy them to the game and, you know, actually use them. Of course, that's not really very intuitive, especially if you're a new player. Then when someone tells you, yeah, you need a third-party program to actually test ship fittings, or you can just gamble and buy the stuff and then, you know, find out that nothing fits. It's not really intuitive, it's not really player friendly, so this is a really good step forward in terms of, you know, new players wanting to test their stuff. And old players as well. This is a huge step forward for everyone in EVE. So yeah, so much for this little quick look at the ghost fitting window. It should be hitting the Tranquility server relatively soon. I suspect it might hit in November 8th with the Ascension expansion for Eve. If not, then it will be in January, but or in December, but I really suspect it will be in November 8th. If you're in the meantime interested in any of the third-party apps to fit your ship outside of the game, you can find links to the relevant apps in the video description. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and leave a comment down below the video. It's always appreciated. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. There's a lot of EVE Online stuff to talk about this month, so expect at least another 5 or so videos in the coming weeks. See you later, guys.